Foster Life. I hope all of you had a great, amazing weekend. Boy, we sure did. It's getting cold here, though. You can definitely tell that fall and autumn has definitely hit in our home state here. And today is the perfect day to talk about autumn and fall and to kind of get into the mood and the season of fall. We have a special guest with us today. Mama T is here, and she's a foster mom as well. She's been doing it about as long as we have, and she's got some great craft ideas that you can do with your little treasures at home that are simple and fun, and it's always good to do crafts. Not only does it cause them to use their imagination and their little brains, but also uses those fine motor skills as well. And anytime that you can do that, it's always a good thing. So, right after these messages, Mama T's gonna be here, and we'll do some crafts right here on Foster Life.
Hi everyone, I'm Mama T with Mama T's Cooking Big. Join us for the Foster Christmas Challenge right here on Foster TV.
Welcome back to Foster Life, everybody. I got Mama T on the set today, and you just got done doing some traveling, is that right?
Yes,
So where'd you go?
St. Louis.
St. Louis.
2 weeks.
Wow, and what'd you do there?
Well, we did all kinds of stuff, but our big thing was Boo at the Zoo.
Boo at the Zoo.
They light it all up with Halloween lights. Opening it up during the evening so you can walk through with your kids.
Oh wow! So do they do trick or treating there too? Or?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! So they dress up and they get to go to the St. So where's that at? Is it like
At the St. Louis Zoo.
at the St. Louis Zoo? That sounds like a lot of fun.
It was.
Wow. Well, autumn is definitely here,
Oh, it is.
and I think we're getting into the holiday season around here. Did you So did you see the story in the news about the little boy who was in foster care down in Florida?
Yes.
And he was with the foster family.
For
And
a long time.
oh yeah, they had him, I believe, since he was just real little. And the story is he went back home. The judge had really felt like the mom had done everything she needed to do in order to get him back, and got him back, and he had some behaviors, and she ended up killing him. And that's why I guess we do what we do.
It is.
And you've been fostering for how long?
Well, I'm getting my license renewal right now.
Oh yeah,
This will be 5 years.
yeah. So you're starting your 5th year. We're just starting our 5th year as well. And the reason I bring that story up is there are so many investigators out there, police officers, and social workers, and people that are involved in these cases. And thank God for those people, because they all do a job that I couldn't do,
Oh yeah, me either.
because I couldn't imagine being the officer or the caseworker or whatever that came up on that scene. And we're thinking of all of the workers that are involved and all the family members that are involved, and the foster parents and everybody, because it looks like that little angel touched so many lives.
They
And,
all do once they come into your home.
They do, and they become a part of you. And I can't imagine, because he was not in their care anymore, they really had no say in any of the arrangements or anything like that. And it's just, it's kind of a sad thing. And I guess when it hits that close to home to the foster community, it makes us kind of think of them and pray for them, because I can't imagine if anything like that happened to any of our kids. And so again, I just want to thank all the people that are involved with these kids, and help out with that as well. And we are praying for his family too. Whew! That's heavy crap on a Monday
That is.
to be talking about. But, so you've been fostering for 5 years. What's your journey been like?
Some of it's been good, some of it's been challenging,
Mm-hmm.
some of it's been heartbreaking,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you get kids that come to you and like I had 3 that came in earlier this year and they had lice, they had MRSA, the little baby was never bathed.
Really?
I mean, his entire body was scales. He had blisters from diaper rash that was so bad. And, you know, I mean, unfortunately, they don't give you parent manuals when you have a child.
That's right.
And if you haven't been raised to know how to be a parent,
Yep.
it's a challenge, and some people don't have the life skills or the coping skills.
Right.
And I'd really like to see that put into their plans.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And you know, you meet these parents, some of these bio parents, and they don't know. They don't think that every time you need to check to see if they have a dirty diaper or whatnot. So sometimes when that happens, it's not necessarily that they're wanting to neglect their child. Sometimes
they
it's just
they don't know
knowledge.
Exactly.
They don't know when an appropriate time to feed, how much time, how much to feed, how when to change diapers.
Right.
And unfortunately, those types of things.
The bad thing with the hospital is they give them a questionnaire,
Right.
and if they can't answer the questionnaire, then they call family services in. If they can't answer the questionnaire, they should be giving the parents classes.
Right. Exactly.
So
Educating
that
them.
they can succeed.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yep. And doing that right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate, before
Yep.
the baby ever leaves the hospital.
Hmm. Just like they do Lamaze class.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be good if that was just as important as your Lamaze class and everything, going to those initial parenting classes? And we as foster parents,
It's
mean,
a
we
learning
go through
game
it.
for us.
yeah, but we have to go through the parenting stuff. I mean, we have several hours before we can ever take a kid into our home to learn. But why wouldn't that be just something that we do with new moms and dads all the time? I think it would be an awesome thing if we could somehow encourage that. I mean, we can't make them go, of course.
But you can put a positive spin on
Yeah.
it for the bio parents and make it something that they feel is going to benefit them.
Right, definitely.
You don't want to make them feel shamed or insecure because,
Right.
oh, you don't know when a baby's diaper is
Right.
dirty? Well, if you haven't been around children.
It's kind of like when I was over in Haiti. So the moms on Saturdays, we bring them in to a local place in the village, and we do some parenting classes and give them tips and kind of show them how to work with these little bundles of joy. And then we give them something for coming. So they get a big basket full of stuff for the baby or food or whatever, so there's an incentive to go. And I've often wondered if they couldn't do something like that with the WIC program, you know, where the moms come in and they do some type of parenting classes, and as an incentive, they get something for attending those and being a part of it, and just helping them along. Because, I'm going to tell you this, some people think that diaper rashes cannot, you know, that's not that serious of a thing. Well, folks,
They
if
can
it's
kill a
bad.
baby.
Yeah, in Iowa
Staph
this last
infection.
week,
I saw that.
a baby died
From
of a diaper rash. And it's and I don't know. That mom was young. She might have just not known. But the key is if we can educate better, I think
that
that would
is
help
the
a
key.
lot. Yeah.
Education.
Yeah, and not educate after they've come into care. We have way too many kids in the United States coming into care. Let's educate them before we have to bring them into
Be
care.
proactive.
Be proactive. When we come back, Tracy, Mama T, is going to do some crafts, some fall crafts that you can do with your little ones right after this.
Lots of
Only
fun.
on Foster Life. Welcome back. I'm Rob with Foster Life. We have Mama T on the set today, and I'm really excited. I'm not artsy fartsy. I'm just going to tell you that right now. So she's going to tell you about a craft that you can do with your little bundles of joy today. And this is a fall.
This is a fall.
Okay.
Well, it's Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
it's fall.
So what are we going to do?
Well, we're gonna make a turkey
Okay.
with our, what are we thankful for?
Oh, okay. So what we're thankful for.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
So I got a few little stencils here just because they help you out, especially with kids trying to color and cut.
Right.
So you could use this stencil or you can just cut it out yourself. It doesn't matter.
Can you get it at the Big W?
You can get them anywhere, any craft place. Clarence Queen.
Clarence Queen, okay. Clarence Queen.
And I always look for stuff. And so I got these in a whole package at one of the local secondhand stores.
Okay, cool.
Okay. And they had a whole bunch of them, and you can pick and choose as you want.
Right.
But they do help if the kids need it. So let's pick a crayon. It doesn't matter what, but we'll draw a little circle so we can make our turkey body.
Okay, so we're making the body of the turkey by using our
And
stencil.
one of the things why I think this particular activity is so neat is
Right.
because this time of year is so hard for kids in care,
Yep.
and differentiating between their previous home life and what it's like in foster care.
Right.
Sometimes they get confused, and so it's easier for them if we can get them to put their feelings down on paper
Right.
for them to share, because sometimes, they're not so good at verbalizing. So there we have a nice little turkey body.
That's the body.
And then I like to we'll do a nice little orange head for the turkey.
Okay.
And I've got a nice little round one here that we can, let me get this little piece of paper going. And we'll just cut this one out.
So we're gonna make a little oval head from our stencil, and then she's cutting that out.
And the fun thing is the kids can, put a turkey face, they can draw their own face,
Right.
however they want to do it.
This is easy
the-
enough that I can even do this.
And this, this allows them to get as creative as they want, and maybe that little oval head is too small.
It's a little oval head.
It's a little oval head. I thought it would be a little bit easier to do.
So we're gonna make a
one.
turkey
We're gonna-
head right now with our stencil, and she's doing the oval head.
And I I didn't bring child safe scissors. I'm a bad girl. But I don't recommend your usual household scissors for this when you're dealing with little kids. Make sure you get the kids safe scissors.
Right. You can get those at any craft store as well, right?
Yeah, any store sells them. You just have to go to like the school supply section and you'll be able to find them. So we get our little turkey head in our body, and we'll use a little glue.
No, I like these colors. They're orange and white so far. Now she just uses some blue of the Denver Bronco colors right here on our turkey. But it don't look like you have any blue paper.
Go Broncos! Why are you're cheering for the Broncos? What about the Chiefs?
No.
Chiefs are doing good
I know, and I'm a Broncos fan, and the Broncos aren't doing so good, but I still like them.
And it usually helps to have wipes around because the glue, although it will peel off.
Right.
Did you ever do that when you were a kid?
Oh yeah, you put it on
Rub
your
it
hand.
all over and peel it off like it's skin. I always have the kids do it when we do crafts.
That's so much fun, yeah.
Okay, so we have our body. Next we're gonna do, and I don't usually do stencils for this because it's so easy. Just start at the edge of a sheet of paper, cut up. Almost like a little eyeball or teardrop.
Or a really long football.
Yeah. Or a carrot.
Right, exactly.
And then we'll just start, this is how we'll go. We'll start with each of these and cut out until we have a full body down to, about 3/4 of the way down the turkey.
Right.
Okay. And then in the process of all this, while you're cutting these out, the kids can take crayons.
Right.
And they can write things that they're thankful for.
On the feathers.
On the feathers.
Uh-huh.
So one of the things that I always get from kids that they're thankful for is family.
Yeah, family.
That's usually their first answer.
Right.
So let's put family on one.
And if they're not old enough to write, you can write them on, but you can still ask them.
Oh yes,
And
they'll tell you.
They'll tell you what they're thankful for, and you can still do that as well.
And these are all large enough that once you write the lettering on, you'll still be able to see them going around the turkey.
Cool.
And so you'll do, I think there's approximately 10 of these that they do, so we can put them all on the back.
Okay, so when we come back after these messages, we'll show you the finished product, and then we have another craft coming up next on Foster Life.
Join our Foster Christmas Challenge. It's easy.
Share this video to your Facebook page and go shopping for kids 0 to 19 years old.
Then take a picture or a short video and post it on the Foster TV fan page. And then drop it off at a local social services or a DFS office.
I'm just here behind you.
That's it. Don't forget to challenge your friends.
Merry
Christmas!
We're single.
Not me.
Not me either.
Everybody, we got True Mama T on the set today, and she's doing crafts. Let me see our Thanksgiving craft that we did. Ooh, it's a turkey. And I know your kids are probably already thinking about what they want from Santa and all that stuff. So, what are we going to do for Christmas?
We're going to make a Santa Claus.
A Santa Claus. Okay, let's do it.
So, red and white
Right?
construction paper, obviously.
Okay.
Okay. Let's do his little hat here.
So we're going to do Santa's hat first. Oh. That looks real easy.
It is, and it's, let the kids be creative with making the hat because the hat doesn't have to look any particular way.
That's right.
It's how they want to do it.
We want them to use their imagination, and sometimes we kind of put thoughts in their head, and it doesn't have to be that way. It could be any way they want.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
And so
What are we making there?
right here we're gonna make his face
Okay.
and his muffly bottom section for a beard.
Okay, so he's an albino Santa. He's really, really white.
And so,
Oh, I got it. Okay.
okay,
So kind of like if you think of it, it's almost like a Christmas
ornament. Yep.
Yeah, like that. And then you make the red hat. Cool.
And we'll glue the hat on right
Glue
up
the
here.
hat on. Okay. And let them cut. Those fine motor skills, you really want them to develop those, especially before kindergarten. Your older kids can make these too,
Yes.
which is good for them. And that's kind of what I like about this. But really, sometimes when they're younger, we want to do it all for them, and it's okay to let them do it and put it together. and
Absolutely.
everything cut out.
I would totally be behind just letting them help give them the idea or the concept.
Right.
Cut one out. Let them go from there.
Right.
Doesn't matter what the end result looks like.
Mhm.
It's their creativity and artwork. So
Right. And one-on-one time is so important with our kids. And this is an opportunity that you have to do one with them, just like Tracy's doing one with me. You can do it with them and have fun, and it opens up conversations and lets them kind of talk and release and all that stuff too.
and they love it.
Mm-hmm.
They love doing it.
Yep.
So one of the first things I do to make it easier for them
Right.
is we draw the little Santa mouth.
Okay.
And of course, you don't have to use red. I'm just using red because
Right.
it
Because
makes-
you're so traditional.
I know. And then we'll do some rosy cheeks for Santa,
Rosy cheeks.
even though they look like eyeballs. It's
Right.
okay. And this is whatever color they want. There isn't a set.
What you have to do. Right.
Right.
Oh, there's his eyes. Purple eyes. I love a Santa with purple eyes.
Okay. So here's our rough outline.
Okay.
And then with cotton balls, you can either sometimes you can rip them apart and make them smaller because depending on where you get your cotton balls, sometimes they're really big.
Right.
It might be too much. And so just put a little dab on and just have them start filling in the face for Santa.
Right. And this is a good opportunity, if the kid has come into care and the goal is reunification, or they're having visits with their parents, or the family has a very active role in their life. This is a good time when you're doing crafts like this to talk to them about maybe what some of their family traditions are and what they do at home, because it's important that we listen to those things as well. Just because we do Christmas a certain way doesn't mean that they necessarily do Christmas a certain way. And so this is a good opportunity where you can just talk and
Correct.
visit.
And sometimes the kids have never done this kind of stuff, so it's exciting for them, to have a first.
Right, exactly.
And then they're not opposed to starting new traditions either.
Right,
Getting good ideas that they can take home and share with their own family once reunification happens.
Mm-hmm.
And all of these crafts that we do here
Mm-hmm.
and will do, they can take with them.
Yep, definitely.
Or, I like to promote this a lot, is if you can't, if they can't go home, they can use this as a gift for the parent.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but I'm thrilled when my kids make stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah,
they think
definitely.
it's the bomb and they give it to mom.
And they can take it to their visit that they have, and then they have a little something to give, and it's going to make mom and dad feel good, but it's also going to make your young one feel good as well. That's an excellent idea, to give it as a Christmas gift or give it as a gift to the parents as well.
I know a lot of my kids that I've had in care, like grandma is their go-to person or their,
Right,
you know, grandmas are great for anybody. It doesn't matter if you're in care or not.
right, exactly.
And so, these are good refrigerator put-ups.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I bet you could put, you can buy the little sticky magnet things, and I bet you could put those on the back, and then it would just hang right on the refrigerator as well too.
Yeah, you can do that too, and just do it while you're actually doing the craft.
Right.
And
Oh, and then we're gonna put a little Santa hat on top. The other thing,
And
as
so-
we're talking,
here we are, and this took what, 5 minutes?
Right,
From start
exactly.
to finish. It's not a long thing. Of course, it's going to go longer when you have kids.
exactly.
But it's challenging enough for them.
Yeah.
To keep them interested, and the end result is something cute.
Right. And I was sitting here thinking, one of the things that you could do that would be real easy after you do the Santa, just do 3 circles: a little one, a medium one, and a big one.
You can do snowmen.
And make a snowman and do the same thing with the cotton balls all
Or
over
you
it.
can do,
and
like with the
make a little
stencils
theme.
I have,
Yeah.
you can do ornaments,
Oh, yeah.
and you can poke holes through and yarn or, whatever kind of string you have.
Yep. Definitely.
And all these can also, like this, can be put on a string too,
Oh,
so
yeah.
the kids can hang it.
Or sometimes they like to hang them around their neck or whatever too, and all
and
kinds
it's
of
cute
stuff.
and cheery and
And it looks like a Santa Claus. Also, when you're doing these types of things, when the kids come up with their family traditions and what they do, always be open to maybe adopting one of their family traditions that they've shared with you and using it for their family. It just helps them to feel a little bit more connected with the family, and helps them to feel like they're a part of something really cool as well. And they can tell their family, hey, you know how we do this? We do this with our foster family too. And it gives them a little bit of pride in what they do. So, it's been a lot of fun
well, thanks for
having you on today, because you had some really good ideas. I kind of want to keep that mojo going. Would you be open to coming back on Friday, and maybe we could do some snack ideas for the kids?
Oh yes,
You would?
yeah.
Okay, so Friday, well, I'm just going to put it out there. So I think we have an announcement on Friday that we want to make, right? Should we do it?
I know, that's up to you.
Well, I think, you know what? I'm going to make a call on this. On Friday, we got an announcement from Mama T that we're going to announce on the show Friday. But come back, because we're not only going to make that announcement, we're going to do some good treats that are fun. Welcome back. We've had so much fun on Foster Life. I always like it when we have a guest on the show. And Mama T is a really good friend. We have been supporting each other through this journey for the last 5 years. And so She's not only a dear friend to me, but she has some great ideas. And I just want to remind everybody, no matter what you do, one-on-one time is so important with your kids. And I don't care if they're foster kids, adopted kids, bio kids, kinship kids, grandkids. One-on-one time is important. And it doesn't have to be something extensive or big. These were crafts that we did in less than 5 minutes. But it gives you time to spend with your kids. It gives you time to connect with them, to listen to them. That's such a key. I learned so much from driving my kids to school, and they're sitting there talking in the background. And I learn because I'm listening to them. They have a voice. They have something to say. And when we do crafts like this, when we spend time with them, it's not only good for their soul, but a lot of times it helps get out what's on their mind. Look forward to Wednesday. We're going to be talking about how to become a foster parent, what quarterly visits from a caseworker looks like, and how to do your relicensing only on Foster TV. Till Wednesday. Bye-bye, everybody. Enjoy your week.